Hey guys, it's Lord Sando here. We're going to be talking about Anime Legends today. Anime Legends is an upcoming Roblox game. As the name suggests, it's going to be heavily inspired by many different animes, and it's going to take direct moves and characters from those animes. There's a lot of hype surrounding the game, and some of it is understandable, but I feel like people are overlooking some potential flaws that the game may have, and I'll try and provide a balanced perspective on the game given the leaks we have so far. So the people who created the game are a new studio called Blockzone. They've only actually made 2 games as a studio, and the first one was wildly successful. You've probably heard of Anime Fighting Simulator before. It averages tens of thousands of players, and it's always on the front page of Roblox. I would say by anyone's standards that this game is a success. People always play the game and they look forward to new updates, and even though it's a simulator game, in which the only thing you can do to farm is by auto-clicking, they still manage to entice their players. The combat can feel a little bit unfair and unskilled, but the graphics aren't that bad. It's definitely intended for a younger audience, and there's nothing wrong with that. The second game, like Anime Legends, was wildly hyped up. People looked at the game's trailer and they thought it was going to be a really good game. And I don't blame them. The graphics and the cinematics in the trailer were incredible. The community in general and big YouTubers all agreed that the game was going to be amazing. I played the game on release for 3 hours in a live stream. And while I'd say that I did have fun, I don't think that's because of the game. I think it was because I was hanging out with my friends and talking to my subscribers. The game is, in every sense of the word, a bandit beater. It would be like if Anime Mania had a child with Genshin Impact. The gacha mechanics were incredibly unrewarding, and it felt like unless you got lucky and got some of the good characters like Broly, it was impossible to progress. That's why I decided to quit the game just a day later. I knew that their model was very unsustainable. Unlike Anime Fighting Simulator, Anime Warriors lost their players very quickly. While 8,000 players is nothing to laugh at and is very good for a Roblox game, it had tens of thousands of players on release. And despite Anime Fighting Simulator being a years old game, it's being outperformed by it. In my opinion, this isn't a good look for Anime Legends, because the main reason why everyone is so hyped for it is because of the trailer. And if the same studio has shown us that even though trailers can look good, the games can be bad, we should be cautiously optimistic. I hosted a poll on my YouTube community page, and the vast majority of people said that they were less excited about Anime Legends because of how Anime Warriors turned out. However, some people did give some good arguments why they were more excited, or they felt the same way. One of my subscribers says, assuming it's just funding for Anime Legends, I'm more excited if they can effortlessly push out a game like that. I kind of see his point. If Anime Warriors was meant to be a cash grab, then it's pretty high quality for a game that was just meant to be abandoned. However, another user mentions a good point, which I feel is important to bring up, which is that Anime Fighting Simulator makes a ton of money. It doesn't really make sense for them to release a game just to be a cash grab. I think that's enough talk about the hype. Let's watch the trailer and I'll tell you guys what I think. Immediately, just like Anime Warriors, I'm incredibly impressed with the graphics. The graphics team over at Blockzone definitely know what they're doing, and they're able to make very high quality maps and particle effects. This winter looking place, in particular, looks amazing. We can see obvious interpretations from anime, such as Naruto's Leaf Village. Immediately, we can see that players will also be able to use mounts and also have pets. There's going to be a party system, and judging by the focus of the scene, I'd guess that exploration is going to play a large part in this game. Now we can see some combat sneak peeks. Combat animations look nice. The punch effects kind of look like it's ripped out of a manga. And these massive tailed beasts look really cool. PvP looks quite fun in this game, however we haven't seen enough to make a valid assessment. Judging by the scene, you may just be able to cheese NPCs, because this guy is just dashing around the tailed beast and throwing fireballs at it. The cinematics are really godly, and I haven't seen a Roblox trailer look like this. I also haven't mentioned, I have incredible respect for the music composer, because the soundtrack for this is incredibly well suited. If you've heard Genshin Impact's game music, this will probably sound incredibly familiar. Overall, I'd rate that trailer a solid 8 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10 for the graphics alone, however, we haven't seen much of the combat. And given that combat is going to be the main focus of this game, I was hoping that we would see more of it in this trailer. It doesn't do much to alleviate the fears that I have that this game could be a bandit beater with really hollow combat, just like Demon Fall and Anime Warriors. Let's take a look at a combat showcase that they posted to their YouTube channel. Immediately, the particle effects and the graphics look really nice, and it fits that manga theme. However, the combos itself don't look that impressive. It just looks like a normal 5M1 basic attack combo. It's just like ABA's M1 combos, which all have stun, and you're able to chain them into each other, and the last one knocks them back. There probably won't be cool mechanics such as air combos, because they weren't shown to us in this video. This is an example of the game's graphic design team carrying the people who are making the combat. The combat doesn't look bad, but it's just not what you would expect from a game which has this much of a hype. Next, let's take a look at the title screen, which is very exciting. Once again, the graphics are noteworthy, and it's easily one of the best title screens that I've seen in a Roblox game. Not only are the graphics so clean, the GUI looks really nice as well. I don't have anything critical to say about this leak. Let me just give a quick overview, then I'll wrap this video up. I expect Anime Legends to be one of the most beautiful games on Roblox. The graphics team is evidently incredibly talented, and the work that they've done so far is tremendous in such a small period of time. That is the biggest upside that this game has for me. I would love to be proven wrong, but they haven't shown us much through the showcases of the combat. It looks like pretty bland, regular stuff that you would see on a front page Roblox fighting game, and I get that the sample size is small, but given that this studio has not made one game with impressive combat, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I get that the developers of the game are different for Anime Legends, but at the end of the day, it's their brand name which is being used to publish these games. And I think a lot of people are setting themselves up for disappointment if they expect anything drastically different than what we've seen so far from Bloxzone Games combat. That's my take on Anime Legends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, peace out.